Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew, and you are in the moment. Going to be in here real quick. I've been talking about this for the last couple of days. The gold medal hockey game in para hockey is coming up at 11:55. You can see that live on CBC Gem. So I'm going to talk about the Olympics. I'm going to talk about Truth from the Booth. I'm going to talk about a 9-year anniversary that I'm kind of still celebrating. Wedding anniversary coming up here in a few days. I'm going to talk about a podcast that I will be a part of in April. So a few things to get through, and we're going to start off with a special weather statement that is in place right now. So I just have some websites pulled up for you. So a special weather statement for those in the Nova Scotia area. I'm just going to read this off the website here. I appreciate the live views. If you're watching this at your leisure, I appreciate that as well. I promise 15 minutes and I will be done. So here's the special weather statement. This is what it says from Environment Canada. Rain at times heavy. Strong southerly winds are expected. That's starting tomorrow. The location, much of southern and eastern Nova Scotia, looking for 30 to 50 millimeters with locally higher amounts. This all depends on where you are. Potential winds, 70 to 90 kilometers over exposed areas. And the reason I talk about the special weather statement, I'm just specifically letting you know that there are people, there are humans that will be enduring this extreme weather. And when I think of the exposed area, I think of everyone at the designated encampment, Green Road encampment in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, that is just sitting up there on a hill. So when is this going to start? Well, it starts over western Nova Scotia Monday afternoon, over eastern Nova Scotia Monday evening. The rain and wind will end from west to east late Monday and Monday night. So that rain moving in here, what that is going to do, that's obviously going to contribute to a quick snow melt. So do expect localized flooding, and for the partially frozen ground, it's not able to absorb all that rain. So not only is it going to be coming down from the sky, once it hits, if there's nowhere for it to go, it's just going to start creeping up to ankle deep, knee deep weather and or conditions, and we've seen the low-lying areas get pummeled when that type of weather moves in. So it should be an interesting few hours of weather. So just to make you aware, I do like to start my shows off just letting you know what the weather is. Yesterday's weather event was just a complete gong show. I didn't see any ploughs. I don't know if anyone was really anticipating as much snow and how quickly it came down yesterday. The weather seemed to ease up here, at least in the north end of Halifax, around 1 o'clock, but it came down with fury. There's still white stuff on the ground, so we'll see. There won't be any. The only thing that will be remaining after this next storm that rolls through will just be sporadic, dirty piles of snowbanks in parking lots. So yesterday was a bit of a rough day. I did not leave the apartment. Again, I'm so blessed to be inside of four walls with a roof over my head and a sturdy floor under me, with the option to not go outside if I don't want to. So yesterday was just kind of a hangout day. Watched a movie, ended up watching Stand By Me last night with Jen, put some Lego together, put together a bonsai tree and a stand. So just a very chill day yesterday, and doing some work on my Truth from the Booth, which I'll talk about here in a couple of moments. So the reason I'm in here at 11:30, I'm so excited for 11:55 here this morning. It's the gold medal game between Canada and the United States. And before I forget, two of the Canadian Olympians that you will hear mentioned a lot in this hockey game, Tyler McGregor and Liam Hickey, those two amazing humans, those amazing athletes, their names are on this flag behind me. So some ties to some Olympics with the flag behind me. This sweater here was, it's Jen's. It was purchased in Whistler, which goes back to 2010, where we hosted the Winter Olympics. So just really, really looking forward to this gold medal game. Win or lose, someone's going home with gold, someone is going home with silver. Right now, as it stands, and I believe the hockey game is like one of the final events of the Olympics. We are going to end up with 14 medals. As it stands right now, we have 3 gold, 3 silver, and 7 bronze. So at the end of the day, we will end up with 14 medals. Will it be a gold? Will it be a silver? Just tremendous sporting to watch. And I made a post and I've shared the video. The ending of yesterday's gold medal game, curling, they call it the cardiac Canadians, because their game, I guess, leaves you like on the edge of your seat. Absolutely. I was yelling at the game yesterday. A gold medal last shot for Team Canada with 2.8 seconds left in the game. It was one of the most miraculous, one of the most exciting ending to any sporting event and that I've ever seen. And this is curling. Just fabulous. I'm just so proud of every Canadian who, whether you're an athlete, a trainer, a sponsor, everyone behind the scenes. I personally, I can't speak for every Canadian, but personally, I want to thank you for just giving me so much joy. I've shed so many tears over the last 5 weeks. So, thank you. Okay. Gold medal game, win or lose, fantastic, proud Canadian. You're looking at one right now. Okay, moving on. My first airing of my show with Alisha Whitlock, who is the founder, executive director of the Village Summerside. That aired, the first airing was at 10 o'clock this morning on Folked Up Radio. You can hear it on folkedupradio.com. I'll put a link to that website in the comments of this show. You can hear it again at 6 o'clock this evening. I just, again, thank you, Alisha, for giving me the time to share just the amazing things that are happening in Summerside, Prince Edward Island, the first time that Truth from the Booth has visited that part of the Maritime. So I'll put it out there. I do want to reach out to an organization in Newfoundland. I would really like to get a sense of what's happening in Newfoundland when it comes to the unhoused and the housing crisis that we know we're all feeling. And if you don't have time to see this, I don't expect people to drop what they're doing to watch this live broadcast or the radio show. I understand people have busy lives. All my conversations on Truth from the Booth do eventually make it up to my YouTube channel. So be looking for my conversation with Alisha Whitlock early in the week, if not later this evening. Again, once it airs on the radio, it's good to go on other forms of media. Yesterday, I meant to do a show last night, but I just kind of was enjoying the day with Jen. Again, Stand By Me. If you haven't seen that movie in a while, please watch it. Rob Reiner was the director. It's based on a Stephen King book. Just Stand By Me. It takes me back. Shed some tears last night watching that show. But yesterday was the 9-year anniversary of the first time I put one of my live streams up on YouTube. So it was early March of 2017 when Facebook created Facebook Live, or when I first became of this app, of this feature. So I started doing live streaming for the sole purpose of just getting in front of the camera, getting comfortable with no professional training, but just trying to build up an audience, because I had plans to go on a Greyhound bus trip with Kaya. We took a bus from Vancouver to Boston to witness my older sister, my only sister, run in the Boston Marathon. So that's why this live streaming has started. Jen gave the original title to the live stream, which was MattTv, from the beginning. From the beginning, I have 26 years of audio and videotape. I first acquired a camera when I was living in Whistler, when I was working in Whistler, BC. So I have footage from the last 26 years, and everything is contained in a suitcase right at my feet. So if there was ever a situation where we had to vacate ASAP, that's coming with me, and this flag is coming with me. So 386 videos. My first YouTube video was up on, 2010. So I've been putting up YouTube videos for just over 16 years. 386 videos doesn't seem like a lot, but when you are creating your own content. So I obviously look different than I did 9 years ago when I first started doing this, but I watched a bit of my show yesterday. Aside from the long hair, there's a point very early on in the show that I aired on the 14th of March 2017, where I clearly state that a light bulb just kind of came on, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this live streaming platform not only to share my stories, but to help others share their stories. And here I am 9 years later doing exactly that. And yes, more focused on the crisis that is right here, walking the streets of Halifax. But like I said in a conversation with an individual, with Ashton Stevenson here earlier this week, last week, we're never as a society going to get to a point where we're going to go, that crisis is over. We fixed that. That's just not going to happen. Never going to happen. And we need to, it's unfortunate if people actually think that we're going to get there. It's the rising cost of living. People we're account numbers, and when it gets too expensive to fill a space, you're out on the street. So that's the reality. So really glad to have reached the 9-year anniversary mark of doing live streaming, Facebook Live, and then just putting the majority of it up on my YouTube channel. Okay, a couple more things. 19 minutes away from noon, I do want to see the puck drop for the gold medal game. Really excited about this. There is an organization called Be Alive Wellness Network. Be Alive Wellness Network is putting together a multi-week workshop of storytelling. It's storytelling and interviewing. And I have been invited to be a guest on this podcast on April 9th. And I'll be speaking to an audience of nonprofit organizations, trying to give them meaningful interview techniques. So I can tell you right now how I'm going to present this, and I'll start working on my presentation. I'm sure I'll have a set amount of time to talk about it. But going back to what I just told you, why I started this live streaming. For me, I've said it many times, this is therapy for me. But just a platform to be able to share stories. I'm a storyteller. I've been telling stories my whole life, and different things that I've done. I've always been in front of a crowd conveying some type of message, whether it's in a play, a lip sync competition, church recital, whatever. I've always been in this avenue. So storytelling to me comes quite naturally. I think some of the most important things to keep in mind, and it should be ingrained in your philosophy when you're preparing to talk to people. Comfort is, to me, one of the most important things to convey. And just with all my interviews, my talk radio show, I actually mention in my shows that my research comes from information that has already been put out there by the subject that I'm about to talk to. So I'm not there to pry in anyone's life. We're going to pull back the curtain, expand a little bit on what they've already put out there. And interviewing is not a term that you will ever hear me say when it comes to having a conversation with someone. And as far as techniques, when you're doing your research, when you're trying to extract talking points from information that's already out there, it's very simple. Canadians put a great show together called W5. The who, what, when, where, how, and why. What do I want to know about this person? If I was someone listening to the show, what do I want to know? Again, without prying and telling your guests that you can give us as much or as little as you want. My platform is now your platform. And showing a genuine interest in what this individual is saying. Being a good listener is absolutely key. Eye contact. To me, that's just basic stuff. The only time I've broken eyesight with the camera that I'm looking at is to look at my notes over here. So, my Coles notes, be concise, have notes. When I know I'm going to be engaging with someone, for instance, I'll leave you with this for instance. I put out a post last week requesting to talk to an individual from the Posse Project or the Village Summerside. And within 2 or 3 hours, I was having a direct message with Alisha. But you document all that stuff so that when you do have an in-person conversation or a phone conversation, you can go back to the beginning of it and just verify that what you are about to talk about is factual. Starting off being factual, starting off being truthful with the subject is key. And make them as comfortable. I tell them, you and I are having a conversation. There's no one else around us. It's just you and I. And we're good to go whenever you are comfortable to do so. But I also believe if you are going to be inviting people in who are already vulnerable to share their story, to share their vulnerability, they need to be compensated in some way. Whether it's financially or you're helping them out with something, maybe they have an outstanding bill, an outstanding whatever. Maybe they need help with paperwork. But to me, that's just an idea. If someone's going to open up and share their story, I would love to be in a position to help them. Yeah, make it a little more personal, obviously. But if they're not comfortable, nothing else matters. And that's pretty much the Coles Notes of what I'm going to tell these individuals, maybe a little bit tighter. Okay, 11:46. We are just moments away from puck drop from Milano Cortina, Italy. It's the final event. It's the final event of the 2026 Winter Olympics, 2026 Paralympic Winter Games. It's just been a fabulous ride, and I'm just so proud to be Canadian. I'm just really looking forward to this game. Win or lose, I will be dancing around, enjoying every single moment, and just watch the highlights again of yesterday's gold medal game. The curling was just fantastic, and I want to know the skip, Idelson. I really want to know who he was smiling, this beaming smile, who he was looking at just seconds after that gold medal draw. It was just a fabulous shot. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. One final thing. I will be getting hats and socks tomorrow from Lynn, who was the founder of Hugs, Hearts United in Giving Society. So another load of socks and hats to be given out to those walking the streets of the peninsula. So everyone working behind the scenes at Hugs, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Go Canada, go. Enjoy the rest of the Olympics from Halifax, Nova Scotia. My name is Matthew, and you are currently caught up in the moment. Okay, here we go. Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment. I'm going to spin the camera around here real quick, give you an idea of where I am and what I have seen over and over again for the last few years. I hope you had an opportunity to get outside today. Just a beautiful afternoon. Jen and I went into the city, handed out some care packages. Jen got on the bus, went home, and I'm just making my way home now. I'm walking along the Barrington Street pathway. So I'm in between the McDonald Bridge and the new roundabout, the new Cogswell Exchange. And I've been down in this location many times. You can see footage of the last time I was down here with Mariah Baker, shooting some footage for the documentary Unanchored. So I'm going to spin the camera around, and I'm just going to tell you that sometime in the near future, there's still quite a bit of snow here, but sometime in the near future, there will be contractors back down in here to clean up this mess. It looks like a dozen dumpsters have just been emptied out down over the embankment in this green space. So my suggestion is, if the Barrington Street encampment and the Green Road encampment, the only two designated encampments remaining here in the HRM, they're going to be open until next year, fall, winter of 2027. The next time they clean this up, they need to come down and actually build a proper pathway and actually little pads that's going to be set up right. Like bring some gravel down, tamp it down, a sturdy floor where you can put pallets down, do it right. You could have all kinds of tents down here because that's kind of the route that we're going, right? We know this encampment's going to be here a while, so let's do it right. So what I'm about to show you, I'm going to spin the camera around, and this is something that I have been seeing for decades. Decades I've been seeing this. I show you this not to, I'm not here to shame the people that are outside. I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus. What I am demonstrating, what you can see with your own eyes, is all your belongings will get scattered all over Hell's Half Acre if you don't have walls. There's a special weather statement for tomorrow. 90K winds, rain up to 50 millimeters, localized flooding. It's going to be dangerous. This ground is frozen. Water is just going to pool. There will be flooding. But again, this green space for like the 4th consecutive spring is an absolute shit show. So the powers that be, there will be money spent to have contractors come down here. I'm on the path that they made last year, but they need to have landing pads. If they're going to have people come and stay here, we have stairs at the other end, but it needs to be set up here a little bit better. It really needs to be set up a little bit better. But I just wanted to give you an idea. It is just, you know, the financial part of it, just literally thousands and thousands of dollars worth of taxpayers' money in tents, tarps, supplies, heaters, whatever. So designated encampments is not the answer. And to quote one of my good friends and one of the best advocates for the unhoused here in the on the peninsula, Andrew Goodsell, public housing for all. Let's start building. If you see a tower in your area, that is not affordable housing. Let's get rid of that affordable housing altogether, because $2,000, $2,500 a month for anyone is outrageous. It's ridiculous, and it's going to lead to more people right here. Okay, so I just wanted you to see it with your own eyes. And maybe there's someone who is going to see this video and we'll send it off to the HRM. Good. Give them the heads up that they need to get here and start cleaning this up. Let's get on top of that. So it's just dangerous. It's unfortunate. It's inhumane. And we can do better than this. So again, if what you see and what you hear, if it upsets you, good. Good. Love it. Okay, my name is Matthew, and you are unfortunately caught up in the moments on Barrington.